Welcome to the Nitpicking Nerds, ranking every commander.
You've heard of every commander, right? Well, we're ranking them. This is numbers 550 to 501.
I am your host, Joe Cherries.
I'm your host, Beezy. We're the Nitpicking Nerds, and this is ranking every commander where we do that, and there's a bunch of episodes, so maybe you should, subscribe and tell all your friends to subscribe.
And besides, you'll want to be a subscriber to this channel because our subscribers are 10% more likely to be selected as a contestant on The Price is Right.
Disclaimer. Subscribing to the Nitpicking Nerds has absolutely nothing to do with The Price is Right in any way.
That one's not even magic related.
If you want to know our criteria for judging commanders, there's a video that we made all about that, so watch it, please.
Yeah. We can't go over the criteria completely every single video, so it's better to watch that video and see what we're thinking when we're ranking these commanders.
Because this is episode 7, I think, of this series, so you're going to want to know where our heads are at, and we also should let you know that the grades of power, fun, artwork, coolness, and uniqueness, of which each contribute 10 points to a total of 50 that a commander can receive, are all subjective.
Yes, but most subjective is art. Art is extremely subjective. There are arts that we will give like a 2 that you might give a solid 10.
I also enjoy that the fact that we think art is the most subjective is subjective.
That is.
So don't come at us with anything.
That is subjective.
But we really got to get cracking on this. So let's start with
Crack-a-lackin'.
the bottom of this length, number 550, Munda.
Munda.
Ambush Leader. This is the ally deck, the Boros ally deck. Did you fall asleep yet just from me saying that?
I can't stand this guy. I absolutely hate this card.
Rally sucks. Rally is not nearly as cool as the previous allies, which I thought were lame anyway. I don't know about you. But, man, they doesn't even draw you cards. All this trouble, you're playing bad creatures and bad abilities, and you can't even draw cards. They go on top.
They go on top. It's not card advantage. It's just...
It's nothing.
So, allies on average are just mediocre cards. So you just stack your deck with bad cards, and you have to play bad cards in your deck to stack your deck with bad cards.
What are you
is that?
accomplishing?
Nothing. And also, he kind of looks like Rise from League of Legends.
I cannot confirm, but that's a thing that you should know.
Look at him.
No. Marilyn of the Morn Song
Okay.
is Oona's ugly sister who tutors everybody, except the problem is you get tutored last.
Yeah, there's no way this card ever lives a turn cycle. They tutor.
They get to tutor. I mean, if they need a board wipe, that's happening. If they want to win the game, that's probably happening, right? You got to watch out. This is a meta thing. I like the lore, kind of. It's a unique effect to make yourself lose the game so fast on just one turn cycle. That was pretty unique. And it's probably pretty fun. If you're in an honest play group, I think this can be fun.
There's really not any other cards that turn your draws into tutors.
No, not really.
I mean, what else is doing that?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I really don't.
But if your opponents are at 3, they die.
Ooh.
Get them.
Getting a 3-life tribal. Who's next?
We have Malir, something outcast.
Silvok?
Is that what it is? Silvok? Malir Silvok outcast, 548. The art in this card is cool. The character is really cool, but it doesn't do anything.
Infect is not one of your primary concerns.
Yeah, talk about a weird meta general.
No, if you're meta gaming this hard, you need to take a step back and just stop. There's so many better cards you could play. You don't need to ruin your whole deck and make it lame just because your opponents are playing something that's kind of also lame. Talking will fix all that, right quick.
Yeah, but Malir is a really, really cool character.
But in general, unexciting.
I mean,
as general, unexciting.
Yeah, but I just want to mention the things that she does well as a
Isn't
card.
she immune to the oil or something?
Yeah, she's the one person who's immune to it.
I don't know why. I mean, I doubt that's explained at all.
Who needs to explain it?
Who needs to explain things? He who hungers, big scary spirit, eats other spirits. 547.
That's what he does. He's a big scary spirit that eats other spirits.
That makes for some good lore, but some bad
mono black spirits.
Stats, yeah.
He just eats spirits.
I think we mentioned that, yeah.
It's scary.
I think we did cover that.
I mean, I'm just saying it's scary. That's what makes him kind of cool.
Is that scary? Spirits are scarier than the spirits who eat spirits.
I don't know. If a spirit is scary, then the spirit that eats the spirit is scarier, right?
I don't know. How do you eat a spirit? What are the logistics there?
You just chew it.
Sure. Who's next?
At number 546, we have Namata Grove Guardian. Mono green sapling Deuter.
The alpha striker, trying to alpha strike with your saplings, I guess.
Yeah, that's about all you're gonna do. But he makes combat math really hard. If you have like 10 of these attacking, good luck trying to do that math if you have like 3 or 4 blockers. Guess what?
Blockers do the math.
Your opponent has to do the math. If you attack with them with 10 saplings, they have to do the math to figure out where they have to block.
They don't have to, but they might lose if they don't.
That's true.
Yobi, who split the heavens? Or this is also like, Yobi, who split the heavens?
Yobi, who split the lev?
Who split? You couldn't even say the right words. The ones that are normal words. The art is weird. It's spooky bird spirit.
It is a spooky bird spirit thingy. I mean,
The name is awesome, though. That is a cool name.
Oh, yeah. The idea of anyone like splitting...
Like a phone book.
Splitting a phone book
This
is...
is the Hulk Hogan of Kamigawa.
I think it's cooler to split something that's real. So splitting a phone book is cooler. So if his name was... He would be a 7 for coolness if he was Yorabi, who splits phone books.
He's literally a 7 for coolness.
What?
Right?
No, he's a
Oh, that's artwork.
That's artwork.
Man.
He's a 6 for coolness.
All right. Seki, Season's Guide.
He's guided
Doesn't
seasons.
really do anything. Can maybe do stuff with Doubling Season, I've heard. That doesn't make him any stronger just because he combos with one card that you can never find.
Having combos, any card can have a combo randomly.
But it depends. If the card is a combo with a lot of things, that'll change the power. But some 5-mana clunky enchantment and your 6-mana clunky guy combo to do some, we're not interested in that really.
Yeah, he's mono green and also nothing. He's nothing.
Yes.
He's just blah.
We have an Elder Dragon at 543 Chromium.
Okay. So let's just start at the fact that this is the old Chromium here. Robot Elder Dragon is a 10 for coolness. His story is okay.
I'm sorry, yeah, that's a 10.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He turns into a person, not this one, but the character can.
Yeah, but I don't even care about that.
That adds to it.
That can add to it, but it was already a 10.
You're telling me
he's a robot Elder Dragon.
Tell me Steel Hellkite is cool?
You forgot the Elder part.
So how cool is Steel Hellkite?
Steel Hellkite's like pretty dang cool. It's like a 7.
Okay.
Steel Hellkite's really cool, but
alas, Chromium is garbage to play.
But he's also like one of the strong. He's like, out of characters we've met, like Elder Dragons are like.
They're probably a couple steps below Planeswalkers, I guess.
Yeah, they're super.
I don't know what's really stronger than that.
Yeah, they're really super. They're super powerful. What's that?
Speaking of super powerful, Baron Sengir. I think this is one of the big bads. He gets +2/+2 because he's like the ultimate vampire.
Counters.
Yeah.
He gets +2/+2 counters.
The ultimate vampire. Well, watch out, everybody.
I think he's the only commander with +2/+2 counters, which is just bad because all the cards that they've printed since synergize with +1/+1 counters.
Oh yeah, like hardened scales.
It's like
nothing.
Like he's mono black, so you're not in your command zone. He was never having that card.
Watch out for Doubling Season because you'll get 2/+2/+2 counters. Wowie.
I'd say he'd get an 8 for coolness if not for the fact that he has the worst looking ponytail I've ever seen.
He's a decent bad guy. Dominaria style.
He's a bad guy.
Duh. Okay.
I thought you weren't going to finish it.
I was going to finish it.
And I was like, oh, well, this is no good. This is going to be me saying he's a bad guy.
Well, now you just spent so much time on it that people regret the joke anyway. Traxos, Scourge of Krug, 541. Is this our first colorless general?
Oh, God.
There's not many. No. We did Hope of Girapur. That card is miserable.
Way lower. Hope Gearport is... Ugh, I can't stand that card.
Well, we don't really like this card either. He kills in 3 hits.
That's one of his upsides. Actually,
it's really easy to untap him. Basically, he just kills in 3 hits, and he's kind of undercosted threat.
Yeah,
Doesn't get you very far.
I don't hate him, but I also just don't like him very much. Like
he's a cool big robot dragon thing.
Oh.
So he's got some chromium.
Yeah, and he looks really cool. He
looks really cool.
His art is really good. Like so much better than the old chromium art. Do you know what that looks like?
Yes, I do.
Oh yeah, it's so bad. It's
rough.
It's
new
so
chromium though. That's a good one.
Yeah, it is. I'm sure we'll get to that at some point. Not on this list.
All right,
not on this part of the list.
This is a card I claimed that we already did, but we just didn't. This is Ryusei, the Falling Star, the 6-mana 5/5 red dragon spirit. And when he dies, you can exile him, right? No, when he dies.
No, just
when he dies.
Yeah.
I know what these cards do. He deals 3 to all non-flyers.
Both of these arts are really good.
Yeah, I really like his artwork. I was surprised.
Which one do you like more?
I think the new one.
It's
got more red in it.
But the other one has more orange in it.
Yeah. That is the one I played in my tribal orange deck.
Yeah. I mean, it board wipes creatures on the ground.
Kind of. It's it's a one-time use basically because it's red, so you need to choose your spot, I guess.
Oh, his flavor is so cool though. The idea of he's like this.
The falling star, yeah.
Like, yeah, when he's... Well, yeah, but it's when he dies. So he's killed out of the sky. His body just creates, like, a fire on the ground and just kills him.
None of the other dragons.
So cool.
None of the other dragons fall when they die.
No, they do.
Taiga steals something, and Kokusho drains people. And
yeah, I don't really understand the flavor of
it
those
almost
ones.
looks like they're made up of little spirits, but we don't have to get into that quite right now.
Well, we can. That's what the point. We're talking about the cards.
All right, yeah. It looks like he's filled with little spirits. I don't know what that is. Okay, cool. Awesome. Who's next?
Drana, Liberator of Malachor.
Do you have any words to say about it?
Hold on. She's a pretty cool character.
She's a liberator. She's trying to fight the Eldrazi. That's kind of noble, I guess. We can move on.
Yeah, I mean, there's just this character kind of just falls in the middle of a lot of things. Like, nothing too exciting.
She had a cool story on the Wizards page, but I don't...
Number 538. Maverick, Fen Dusk Apostle. Mono white vampires is not a thing. It doesn't do anything. It's terrible.
Yeah, Maverick Fane. People call him Marvin. I think that's because he's a disappointment. They usually don't give derogatory nicknames to good cards.
Is that derogatory?
It's Marvin. Come on. Marvin is a pretty lame name.
Yeah, but I don't...
Can you give me a card with a super lame name that's really good? Where they like Marvin, like one of those? I can't.
Gary.
Gary's a normal name.
It's just as boring as Marvin. Gary's a pretty boring name.
Gary and Marvin sound like a couple.
Aw, that's cute. Gary
Why
and
is
Marvin?
that cute?
Because they're a gay couple.
Does that make them inherently cute?
Yeah.
I have to think that every gay couple is cute.
I think every gay couple's cute.
That's weird. Vollrath the Fallen is a bad guy, and he wants you to know it. But he's the bad guy, except he's not. He's one of the underlings of Yogg Daddy, who I'm sure we'll get to eventually. He's just really cool.
He's a really cool bad guy.
I am interested in his story. I like it. I don't like his power. It's non-existent.
Yeah, it doesn't exist at all. Don't play this card.
Art is medium. So
if you've ever, unless you're thinking, you know what my decks have been missing? The ability to turn my playable spells into pump spells.
Finally,
I can do that.
Finally. There's a cool new Vollrath that I'm sure we'll get to.
He will be on this list at some point.
Farther down the line.
Much further. There's no way he's less than this.
He's at least 100 past this.
I mean, he's already getting a 10 for coolness, so.
Moving on to a card that's on this list right now.
We have number 536, Kucera the Dreadful.
Because if you play it, it's kind of dreadful.
It is dreadful. But that's cool flavor text. Read that flavor text.
My eyes are my strongest feature.
That's so good. I love flavor text like that. I like silly flavor text a lot. So that's probably where all the coolness points came from.
And it's a quote. I mean, she just taps and destroys something. Once it's out, it's fine. It's like Avatar of Woe, but you just have to cast it, and that's the hard part. That's why
Avatar of Woe would be a much better commander. At least you can cast it for 2.
Well, yeah, that card would be very good.
I don't know if it would be very good.
It would just be a 2-mana commander that starts nuking things. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I'm just saying, I don't think it's...
It would have more than a 2 for power.
Yeah, probably like a 3.
Probably like a 4.
I don't know.
That's annoying.
You're annoying.
Kinda. Fumiko, the low blood. Are we almost done with these Kamigawas? It seems like we're never going to be done with them.
Yeah, I'm sure once we get to the top 200, there's none of them.
I promise there's very few.
535 is where Fumiko falls.
Yes, she forces creatures to attack. She can at least give you some, if you leverage your big red blockers, which is what red is known for, then you can destroy your opponent's creatures if they don't kill Fumiko, if they have creatures small enough, if they can't just activate abilities of creatures to tap them anyway. The stars really have to align for this card to be good.
Yeah, put you in the mono red.
She's not very interesting otherwise.
It's not very good to fall in the mono red, especially when the mono red commander isn't something that's giving you a strong build around.
We've said this before. Your mono red commander's got to carry you a little bit. It's got to be like a powerful effect.
I don't know why. I assumed the next thing was house, a powerful house.
Powerful house, and good credit.
I thought you were gonna say good in bed.
No. Read the next one. I don't want to think about that. I'm thinking about Dr. House in bed.
534. We have Ascendant Evan Carr.
Evan Carr?
What's his name?
Evan Sar or Evan Carr as one word. But it's not like Evan's car.
Evan Carr.
It's Krovax.
Yeah.
It's Krovax. He won the fight for Underling 36B. It's like the general manager of Underlings, and I think Maybe Vollrath was like the district manager, and Yawgmoth was the owner.
You want to know what else I hate in this art? This character has flying. He's dragging his feet through like water.
Oh yeah.
Why would he ever do that? If you have the ability to fly, why would you ever walk through a pond?
I just don't like misleading artworks that look like they fly or don't fly.
Yeah, I agree.
Like Pinned to the Earth, where it gives the creature -6, -0. But if it is flying, it doesn't lose flying.
So I know.
Correct, Pinned to the Earth.
This is just random. Man of War is in water, but it doesn't look like it's in water.
No.
So it looks like it's just flying. What's the jellyfish from the battle box?
Oh, what is that
Void
card?
something.
Void Stalker, yeah.
Void Stalker looks like it absolutely is flying. It does not look like it's in water, and it just doesn't have flying. And the number of times I've thought that card is flying, but I'm looking at it, is a lot.
You think so, because the card is so medium otherwise. You're like, it's got to have something on it.
Yeah, you would think.
So that was our talk about Krovax, who isn't a great villain and doesn't give many coolness points. Talk to me when you're white, Krovax, okay? Kuon, Ogre Ascendant, 533.
This ogre is not like any other ogre. It's based on the Japanese ogres.
What is the difference?
I mean, it's the cultural thing. It's like people had like the same sort of like monsters, but they look different.
Okay.
It's like there's different like the dragons from Japanese culture look a lot different. They don't have wings. That's why the spirit dragons all look like they're just like snakes in the air.
Oh, I never even really noticed that.
Yeah, it's
Never even noticed.
Yeah, Japanese dragons look like that, and like
Yeah.
their ogres also look a lot different.
Okay, so that's pretty neat.
Yeah, so then, like this thing looks really weird, and it flips into like a bad sack. Everyone has a sack on their upkeep a creature. Was what it flips into.
The Abyss, basically.
Yeah, that's whatever.
Darragh Reincarnated is one of the 6-mana 6/6 dragons, but this is when he died and came back to life. I think he's the one that like can't die, but none of them can die because Primeval's glorious rebirth and they all came back. But this one comes back with egg counters. It kind of gets suspend when it dies, and then it comes back and has haste, and it doesn't really do anything.
It's a 7/7 flying trample haste. It's got flample and haste.
At least you can sacrifice it so that you always get the egg counters. But it goes in your command zone anyway. I don't know. Interesting card.
It is interesting, but other than that, there's just nothing.
Got some uniqueness points.
There's not really anything worth talking about on that card.
What about Stonebrow, Croson Hero?
This guy's cool. He's weird.
It's Trample Tribal, baby.
He is Trample Tribal. He's 531 on this list, and he is weird. The Trample Tribal is a weird idea for a deck.
Fun build around though.
It is. It's a really big build around. At least when he comes out, anything that has Trample already will get the pumps the first turn. You don't have to wait for him to attack.
That's true.
Like a lot of guys like that would have an effect like this will say when he attacks.
Yeah, I mean we gave him a 2 for power. I feel like there's no more slouches for power. Now everything's kind of got some power, and as I say that, there's 2 coming up that don't have any power. But forget I said that. Just deal with it. Some of these have power, and very few of them don't. So, meh.
Nah. Okay, so this was the first buy a box promo that wasn't in the set.
Yes,
ever.
the exclusive to Dominaria buy box. Fire Song and Sunspeaker. 2 for 1.
Fire Song and Sunspeaker are really cool.
They were a great attempt at a Brawl commander.
That's what I mean. Like if Brawl was a thing, this card would have been much cooler.
But Wizards, Brawl is a thing. Everyone loves our Brawl format.
It might come back. Who knows?
If it's on Arena, that's the only chance it has.
Or if it's actually just like, or if you put more cards like Chulane and actually make it like an interesting format.
They printed 36 commanders for it in the most recent Ravnica set. It was realistically more like 50 commanders in that one set.
Yeah, there was a lot.
Not that they're all good.
This gives your red spells lifelink, and whenever you gain life, you can.
Yeah, you're casting spells and dealing damage and gaining life. It's very similar to Baleful Liege, I think, from Shadowmoor.
Baleful Liege is a cool card.
Baleful Liege is a cool card. It was one of my first foil rares. Held on to it until it was worthless. I don't have it anymore. Perfect. Ghost Council of Orzhova, 529. It's Obsidat. One of the first Obsidat appearances.
Okay. I was looking at the art of this card, and, okay, we've learned that Obsidat is, like, made up, like, the Ghost Council is made up of 5 different individual people who all look different.
5 ghosts.
Yeah. On this card, they just all are the same generic outline cut blob with red eyes.
They do look like a blob.
They all look the exact
You
same.
can make out Karlov, but you can't make out any of the other ones.
Yeah, they clearly had no plan for any of them at that point.
Yeah, I like revisiting big characters because they're way cooler in RTR.
Yeah.
Or no, give us Gate Crash.
Yeah, this one, they literally all have the same shape, outline, and eyes. And it's just like, oh.
It's like, ew, that looks spoopy, I guess. It's a weird effect. It just makes me sad because it's worse than the other one.
It's such a slow drain.
It's
just
so slow.
So slow. But coming up here, we have one of our highest powers we've had on this list so far.
He's got a 6, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a Zuri Renegade Leader. He's a strong Elf Ball commander.
He's one of the go-tos, honestly.
For mono green Elf Ball, yeah. I mean, the thing is, the thing Elves do is they go infinite on.
They want payoffs for a ramp, and then they want card draw. This has half of that.
Yeah, I mean, they pay. He really pays off infinite mana, which is something that Elf Ball does.
They are making mana out the wazoo.
Yeah, so he can pay that off. He can really just make an attack that's like unstoppable. He's just a good commander. Actually, his art is kind of whatever.
He's the Renegade Leader against Phyrexia, and I looked up his story because I wanted to see what happened to him.
Mm-hmm.
Malir comes with whoever the main characters are. Malir is like, "Hey, Zuri, we can work together," and Zuri's like, "Screw you, I'm a jerk."
Ooh.
And so Malira and the main characters leave, and then like 2 seconds later, Jin-Gitaxias comes along and wrecks Azuri's whole life and converts all of them. That's why he's converted in the newest appearance in the commander set. He got messed up, like, immediately.
And he gained blue from it. I guess it makes sense because Jin-Gitaxias came and converted him.
Jin makes cards even cooler because that card is sweet.
That card is sweet. In fact, it hasn't been on this list yet. It is higher.
Interesting.
The only spoilers you get is we haven't said that card yet.
Right, we are going to reference second versions of characters.
Yeah. Odds that Ghost Council hasn't been on this list.
I mean, that'd be weird if it was below the worst version of it. It was worse in every way.
Yeah, pretty much. So we next at 527, we have Patron of the Kitsune.
Kitsune?
I don't know. Kitsune.
Patron of the Fox people.
Yeah.
It's got Fox Offering.
Ugh.
I feel like Fox Offering and Snake Offering and that was a prelude to Emerge from Eldritch Moon.
It's kind of similar.
It's very similar.
It gives flash if you sacrifice a creature. Basically, if you sacrifice a creature, you can play it as though it had flash.
Yeah, but you pay the difference in the mana cost, just like Emerge.
Okay.
So if it's Fox Offering...
I wasn't even thinking about that.
Whatever the Fox Offering is, like, if it's 10 white, you can get rid of some foxes and reduce it.
Yeah, but the thing is you have to play foxes, and there's like 0 good foxes.
They keep putting changelings. The more changelings, the better these cards get.
Yeah, it's
that
true.
being said, it has 1 for power.
I wonder why. Probably because it says gain life.
Liu Bei, Lord of Shu.
He's the Lord of Shu.
Shu, like solitary confinement, like in Orange is the New Black?
No, like as in the thing you wear on your feet.
Oh, but it's spelled like SHU.
No.
Okay, well, if you have one of the other two, he passes the vanilla test, right? So, art and coolness. He's not just a portal card. He's a portal card with medium art and coolness.
He looks cool. The art makes him look cool, because if it wasn't for the art making him look cool, he has no story. Because these cards just don't have, like, nothing from that set has story at all.
Yes.
But you can look cool in art, and he does look cool in the art.
That's going to give you points, because people are going to build decks around that. Next, that thing that people build decks around for basically only because of its coolness, the only mono blue Minotaur snake that you can play in Commander, Misform Ultimus, the first changeling.
Is that really the only mono blue changeling? Because that's false.
No, he's the only mono blue Minotaur snake that you can play as your commander.
That you can play as your commander.
I said that.
Okay, that's
fair. Very clear.
I didn't hear that part.
He doesn't do anything except he's a cool tribal, weird, janky deck you can play. Basically, just to say that you played it.
He's scary.
He's spooky.
His flavor text is like something about him like taking faces of other people and then eating them or something like that. Hold on.
His name is so dramatic too, Ultimus, and he doesn't even do anything.
This is the Ultimus power.
It may wear your face, but its mind is its own. Yikes.
Ugh.
Big yikes for Misform Ultimus.
He's spoopy.
He made it almost halfway up. We're getting to the halfway point on this list.
But we're getting up there. Next we have Val Thor the Stout.
Great name, my friend.
224. According to Kamal, he is a concentrated barbarian. Whatever that means. That's the flavor text? He says,
I don't know
what is a concentrated barbarian?
I don't know. I like that he's small. Does that mean?
I like the idea of like, he's pure barbarian. He's just concentrated barbarian.
Oh, he's made from concentrate.
Yeah.
That's good. He's got not great stats. They're also when they're all spread out like this, it's hard to say too much positive or negative about them.
Especially when they're all around 5. It's like
they don't impress me much, but they're not bad.
Exactly. When all your thing, if you get 5s across the board and your final score is 25, then the only thing to say about you is you're average. You're average in every way. And it's just like, well, that's not fun to talk about, so let's move on.
At this point, average power level gets us excited. We got excited for Zuri. He had a 6.
Power level is different. Like getting up
fire and everything.
Hey, 6 in power level is like worth talking about for the actual power.
Watch out, ladies and gentlemen. Half Dayne is the next one. He's 523. He killed Barktooth Warbeard?
Yeah.
He took his place? Who would do that? How do you kill Barktooth Warbeard? That brute, his bark is as good as his bite or whatever.
He has no story, Barktooth Warbeard, except his only mention in the story is being killed by Half Dayne.
That's Half Dayne's claim to fame. He's killing somebody that nobody knows.
Yeah, but he took his place, so he became as cool as him.
Did he become Barktooth Warbeard? Did he?
Yeah.
So number 523, Barktooth Warbeard. Honestly. Who's next?
He didn't take his place forever.
Oh.
He's Half Dayne is a clone guy. Like he's able.
What do you mean not forever?
Well, he's able to like clone and like people. Like
why would you want to be anybody else? How do you go as somebody else besides Barktooth Warbeard and call that a step up?
Oh, why would you ever change?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. He was stupid.
Okay, yeah, he was an idiot.
Yeah.
So he loses intelligence points.
He like killed somebody for like calling him short.
What a scumbag. My boy Val Thor would never do that.
So why does a shapeshifter have to be short? You're a shapeshifter. Just make your exact body
Shift
but taller.
higher. That's what I did.
Dolson, the Fallen Leaf, 522. He's weird. He's unique. He's like the only thing in the command zone that can make everyone play at like sorcery speed like this. Yeah, you can only play spells on your turn while Dolson's out, so he kind of makes everyone play at that speed. But the thing that he's not powerful is you're in mono green. You're not gonna be this huge combo deck. You're just gonna make.
You kind of are.
What?
If you're an elf ball deck, you are.
Okay. You're not going to be the best combo deck at the table, most likely in like a CDH type of setting. I'm saying.
We're talking about CDH.
Well, I'm just saying. Okay, I'm just trying to put like in perspective. I guess if you're playing an elf ball like super competitive deck, I'm going to assume your opponents are also playing competitive decks.
Okay, so what are we doing?
I'm just saying.
What are you saying?
Dolson's going to end up being a hindrance a lot because like if you pass that turn with him, then nobody can stop anybody.
Oh, you mean you can't stop them and they can't stop you?
Yeah, so a lot of times you're not going to be able to stop them. And
it just depends on how combo-y your meta is then.
Mm-hmm.
I guess if you're worried about cyclonic rifts, this guy's got your back. It'll only suck a bit when they play it on their turn.
Yeah, and they'll still suck.
It will still suck.
Inkai's Servant of Uni.
521. Rat Legend. Doesn't have commanding ninjutsu though. They fixed that with Yuriko.
Yeah, Yuriko's really cool.
But we're not talking about Yuriko. We're talking about Inkai's, which is an awesome name, and she's a rat ninja. 8 for coolness. Come on now.
She has ink eyes.
That's so cool.
I don't even know what that means.
It like bleeds when she runs. I don't know what
What's
that
even
is.
weirder is her name is Ink Eyes.
I said it was cool.
No, I know. I'm saying like, so like it has to. I don't know if that's a nickname given to her after the fact.
Clearly, it's not her name.
Why not?
Because it has eyes in it. It's just a description of what she looks like.
It's funnier if like.
Val Thor the Stout. Did they name him the Stout? Is that?
Well, that's a title.
This is a title.
No, Servant of Uni is the title.
Ink Eyes is her nickname.
Ink Eyes is the name.
It's her nickname. It's clearly not her name.
You don't know that.
No rat would ever be named Ink Eyes.
What about like Scar? He's named Scar.
That's a simple children's movie. This is ages 13 and up. Okay, this is a big boy game, and we got Widwin, the Biting Gale.
As you say, Widwin.
Widwin, that's fine. You know, she thinks she's better than you.
That's why she's a 9 for coolness, because she literally thinks she's that cool. So she is that cool.
If you wish it hard enough, your dreams will come true.
Like the only lore about her is that she thinks she's too good for you.
Yes.
She thinks she's better than everybody.
She's never had a boyfriend. I mean, it's just never going to happen.
No.
No one could live up to that.
No, you can't. You can't tame this girl.
And she's not going to lower her standards.
She's literally just she's a fairy who will come and it says something about like fairies running cliques, but she doesn't care. She comes and goes as she pleases. She's a snuck up little like brat.
She's basically me in high school, but I wasn't a brat, so maybe not. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to a card that's now seeing standard play. Drakuseth, the Maul of Flames, 519. This card is funny because when it attacks, the game is so over in 1v1.
Oh, it's for sure.
It's what was it? It's 17 damage when it attacks, which is hilarious and huge. But in Commander, this is slow, This is clunky.
He's a big throw. He is a big, slow threat. That's what he is.
Right.
I mean,
he will be threatening. He can ping 3 different creatures, or even all 3 of your opponents if you feel
his
like
art
it.
is really cool, and flavor text.
You can tell what's going on. I like the flavor text. You got good marks.
Scatter out, you idiots.
Yeah, last words.
Somebody's last words. Yeah, it's like I love flavor text like that.
Well, it makes me sad because he was angry in his last moments. That's not a good way to go.
He's trying to help everybody.
He said idiots.
Well, yeah, because he doesn't want everyone to die. He's trying to save their lives.
He died.
Well, yeah, maybe he saved everyone else.
I doubt it.
No, the guy clearly is thinking like Spitfire everywhere.
Yeah.
That's like the idea of the card.
No one's running from Drac.
Alyssa Sunseeker.
What a great character.
Oh yeah,
She gets greater, but this one is pretty good too. She discovers the green sun, and she uses it to just help stop Memnarch with the help of Slowbad. Slowbad's really cool. I know our boy Spicy Arac really likes Slowbad.
Slowbad's awesome.
But we haven't made it to him yet. We're on Glissa.
She blows up artifacts.
I can't believe she gets so corrupted later. That's not factored into this. I just can't believe it.
She's so weird.
She's very scantily clad, which I don't like.
This card is weird because like the weird restriction of mana in your mana pool is so strange.
It just destroys an artifact. You can just play spells after you float. She taps to destroy an artifact.
It doesn't make it less weird. It's just
it's bizarre wording, but she functionally taps to destroy an artifact.
Yeah,
which is a fine and agreed.
Destroy an artifact that you have. Its converted mana cost is less than or equal to the amount of lands you control, basically.
I guess she reminds me of the green Viscera the Dreadful. Kind of expensive, not worth it, but taps to kill a thing.
Yeah, it's not terrible. Next we have. We have a character that goes into the list of being this is cooler than being Chandra. So we have Shanna, Sisei's legacy, and being a relative of Sisei is cooler than being Chandra.
Oh, Fire of Kaladesh?
I really like just saying this is cooler than being Chandra. Almost everything is.
Literally everything is.
No, she's a 6. So it's like a lot of things are below her.
Oh, sure.
So
okay. See, that wasn't made clear to me.
Yes.
I don't know who would have remembered that from our video.
Chandra has a 6 for coolness, and I'll bring it up every time I bring it up now. Just Chandra, and she's such a boring character. This is literally someone just related to a cool character.
I don't know anything about her.
And she's cooler.
That art is amazing. You can see that aura that represents the hexproof abilities too.
Oh, that aura is so cool.
They nailed it.
I assume that Sisei did that, left something to make her vulnerable.
Let's just say she did.
I don't even know. That makes it cooler.
This is a Battle Box All-Star, Verdoloth the Ancient, 5/16. He's a sapling lord. He has kicker X, make X saplings, they'll get +1/+1. This is another sapling tribal commander. There are a lot of these.
Just like 5 or 6.
This one's really expensive. I don't want to pay that much mana.
No.
7 mana for 1 sapling, 10 mana for 4. Ugh, no thank you.
It eventually becomes worth it. Maybe.
Sort of.
I don't think so.
At least the kicker means that when you make a bunch of mana, you can kind of choose to add as much commander text as you want.
Yeah,
You can use all your mana all the time. That's fine.
Yeah, he's just a big old tree.
He just looks like a walking mushroom.
That art is not good.
No, it's not even a sapling.
Bravo.
Rona,
Speaking
disciple of Gix, working for Gix is as cool as being Chandra before she planeswalked.
Why is his art so blue?
She has a cool cyborg guy. Who cares?
But why is the whole art just blue? Why is everything blue?
Have you seen her cyborg eye? Could I interest you in looking at her cyborg eye? It's like zzz, zzz, it's like those noises.
Why? Why isn't any of that?
Why did they draw it that way?
No, the sound effects. Why is it the sound effects?
I'm getting a lot of inspiration from the first Transformers movie.
Are you? Because it sounded like you're getting...
I don't know. Did they make those noises in that movie?
I don't.
It's been a while. She is so slow, so bad at drawing cards, which is what she ends up doing.
Pseudo card draw.
Better in limited than commander. Not many cards that are like that.
There's a lot of cards that are like that, I would say.
Not many cards that people play.
I would say that most of these cards on this list are better in limited than commander.
Maybe most commanders are better in limited, because if I had any of the top ones, not going to list any names, they're way better in limited. They're just going to destroy people.
Other than things that scale with multiplayer, it's hard to find cards that are better.
Fine, whatever. I'm just spouting nonsense because it's so late. It's 1 a.m. right now.
No, it's not. He's lying.
We worked so hard for you guys. It's 2 a.m. right now.
He's
Can you
literally
believe how hard we worked for
literally
our
just
subscribers?
lying about the time. It's like 12 in the afternoon.
It's 11:22 p.m. and they won't know which one of those is right.
11:22 a.m.
It's so early. Do you know how hard we work for you guys? Hard enough to bring you Drana, Cholestoral Blood Chief. Did I say the last one was the best card in Rising Eldrazi Limited? Because this is actually the best one in Rising Eldrazi Limited. I don't know what I was talking about because I even knew she was trying to fight the Eldrazi. But I said she was the best card. This was the best card in Rising Eldrazi Limited. It only died to Flame Slash. I would apologize, but I'm not sorry because they're so close together.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The other one was really good and limited too. It was a 2/3 flyer.
I think first strike, and it Gaffney Township your whole team.
Yeah, that card is also insane.
Yeah, but it wasn't the best card in a format it wasn't in.
That's true. This Drana just is a removal spell while also pumping yourself.
I like that you can choose. You can pay very little mana to kill something. You can kill the utility creatures. That being said, she's nothing to write home about.
She's cool.
She's a cool character. She looks really sassy.
Yeah, and the art's not too bad with her little flame.
Who we got next? We're almost done.
Kagi, Aerial Keeper. He's keeping all the aerials, and he's coming in at 5/13.
Very few cards have feather counters. This guy gets feather counters. Pumps all your birds.
He's the only one, right?
This is the best, for sure, the best bird commander.
He's the only feather counter, right? There's no other feather counters.
Dude, I don't know. I'm not going to make that claim right now.
I'm going to make that claim. He's the only guy with feather counters.
See, now that you're saying that, you're actually wrong. There's a 3/1. Avian Mimeomancer has feather counters.
No.
Yep. You're literally just wrong.
I don't believe you.
From Malou Reborn. I know that set. This guy is uninteresting, but birds are really fun to build. I've played treble birds before.
He's so his kicker is like
4
super.
mana.
You have to put so much.
4 mana kicker X.
No, it's not just kicker X. It's like
It's like 2 blue X, right?
yeah, it's
Kind of nonsense.
It's so much mana. If it was kicker X, it'd be much better.
Yeah, it would. But birds. We don't want to break birds.
Yeah.
Birds are a delicate thing in Magic, just like humans in Modern.
There's a lot of 1/1.
You can't print too many good birds because then everything's going to get out of hand.
How many 1/1s or 1/2 different variations?
Suntail Hawks are there?
Yeah, how many Suntail Hawks are there?
800.
There's so many different versions of it. Lifelink one.
Yeah, the lifelink one. Tajik, Blade of the Legion, 5/12. I had no segue, so I didn't make one. Boros attacks matters. Can you believe it?
What? They did it again?
But this guy is indestructible, so he only dies to half the board wipes.
I don't think it's half.
The playable ones?
The really good ones.
The ones that people play for this exact reason? Specifically to deal with Tajik?
He doesn't have his DLC armor yet, so he doesn't look as cool.
Right, he did not upgrade his armor. He doesn't have the fluffies.
He looks ridiculous. He literally looks like a character out of a video game.
Well, the other one that we're not talking about does, yeah.
And this guy's like, I will walk the maze alone.
Fear, battle plan, maze, walking.
No, I will walk the maze alone, but my legion will be walking with me.
Which is not flavorful because he has Battalion, which wants more creatures to attack. So he's like, I'm going to go in alone. I like being a 2/2 and not a 7/7.
No, he literally says he's going in alone, but they're basically with him anyway.
That doesn't make any sense.
I don't care.
You can't virtually attack with creatures.
Magic doesn't care.
Magic does not care.
Flavorfully thinking about these cards will give you a headache.
Speaking of which, I have a headache. Imara, Soul of the Accord, 2/2 for 2. Whenever she's tapped, you make a 1/1 with lifelink.
Hey, this is the deck that Scareteller we're going.
A deck that Scareteller would go in?
What?
We've been looking for one of those. We've made 8 videos talking about it.
Yeah, Scareteller would actually fit in this deck because you would have things to make it tap
These decks are constantly trying to tap it on tap Imara. Use Convoke. Use whatever else.
What's the artifact?
Springleaf Drum?
Springleaf Drum's a really good
that
one.
Type of effect. I like this deck. This deck is cool. They played it on game nights. Kind of showed what it could do. I think that was
Don't promote game nights.
No, I didn't say we should watch it. It was on that show.
Ugh.
Definitely nobody should watch that.
Yeah.
So just watch more of our stuff instead.
Yeah, we have more nitpicky nerd stuff all over. Check it
We have
out.
over 100 videos.
If we got a video for you.
Go check them out after this one.
Are we really over 100 videos? Never really thought about it.
You don't look at any of our stats.
I don't.
Evra, Halcyon Witness, looks at all of our stats. She's going to be my new co-host. She's 5'10". This is the riskiest ability I've ever seen.
Oh, it's so risky.
Swap your life total with her power, which is 4.
If you don't,
What if she dies, dude? What if she dies?
if she dies before dealing damage, she'll be at 4 life.
Well, yeah. She does have lifelink, though, which means If you connect with her, you get the life back. So make sure every coast is clear.
Okay, let's be clear. If you connect with her, you gained 4 life.
Which is great, but then the next turn, you gain 40, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty crazy. You only have to spend 6 mana, and then 4 mana, and hit somebody, and then 4 mana, and hit somebody, and you gain crazy life.
It still only has 4 butt.
Still only has 4 butt.
So, like, it can just be blocked by a 4/4 and just die.
Or a 4/1.
And then you gain 4 life for 10 mana.
You know what? It can also be blocked by a 1/1.
Yeah, has no evasion.
Oh, God. Okay, this is a bad card that is fun. It gets fun points because trying to do crazy, wacky alternate win conditions is fun.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate the card. I mean, it's just really risky and weird.
Do you hate the next card on our list?
Yes.
What is it?
Wart, Boggart Ante, 509. This art's horrible. It looks so bad. The little goblin children are just like little human children that got hit in the head with hammers.
Off-putting. They're like claymation type.
They look like literally they look like normal little human children who are all shaved bald and hit with hammers on the head.
How do you know what human children hit with hammers look like? I didn't do a background check when I was hiring my co-host.
Because they have slight indents.
Mm-hmm.
Hammer-sized
indents.
They look ridiculous.
They don't look very good.
And it turns me off to this whole card.
But goblins are fun. You know, goblins are fun.
Well, goblins are really fun. This is she's a good black-red one if you want to get those black goblins.
Right.
But also, the Great Aurora for this character changes her relation to those children.
It does. She's now the mother.
She becomes the mother of
instead of their mother's sister, she's just the mother.
Yeah, she goes.
Her and her sister switch spots.
Yeah, it's a weird thing.
This next commander hails from Tarkir, and he was part of the whole time stop switcheroo. This is the one that never existed. Sidisi, the character, used to be the Khan of all of the Sultai, but after the Sarkhan went back and changed everything, she then became the right-hand man to Tasigur. But unbeknownst to her, her right hand actually turned into Taiga, Sidisi's hand. Who cares about your graveyard and delving and giving creatures minus cards? You're changing cards in your graveyard for shrinking things.
Yeah, card's not very good.
It's slow, but it's really cool. I like the anticipate kind of surveil 3 type ability.
I don't like it's just if it replaced all your draws, that'd be really
that
cool.
would be epic.
Yeah, it'd actually be good. But instead, it's just you skip your draw step. So if someone has an effect like Howling Land out,
you miss that. That's pretty. No one really cares about that.
I'm just saying it's one
it's
thing
that
worse
can
than
go wrong
saying
for you.
Instead of like on your first draw each turn, do this.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That would also be cool because then you could play
think twice.
Opt. It's like to get that effect. Like Opt becomes a weird card because you
scry one.
You scry one and then you look at the top 3.
That's still good though.
Yeah, I agree. It's just like I'm just saying like that's the kind of stuff that would make that card cooler.
Right.
But it lacks because instead it makes you skip your draw step.
And up next we have a very unique Boros commander. You might have known her from one of the most recent sets to come out. Conspiracy 2. It's Adriana. We fooled you. It's Boros attacks, baby. Back again. Good commentary. You're the best co-host I could ever hope for. She has melee, so she cares about attacking multiple people at the same time. You're not just attacking one person now. Now you're spreading out your attacks, so you'll never get any damage through.
No. Okay. I don't know if you've actually looked at her face in this art. Like, do it now.
She's grumpy.
It is like, no. Look at her face. It's like uncanny valley. Like, it's not quite, like, it doesn't look like it's a real human face.
Really? I never really had that problem.
Look at it now.
Why do I have to do that?
Because you accidentally look at her face.
It's 2 a.m.
Weirdly.
You're just thinking because it looks like it's not attached. It kind of looks like somebody put a doll head on a person.
Yeah, that's uncanny. That is like the definition of what uncanny valley would be.
No, everything's different on Fiora. It's just the rules of the plane. That's what everybody looks like.
Everyone just has weird doll heads.
Yeah, what's the problem with that?
She looks so weird. Ugh, it's uncomfortable.
Remember that 6/6 dragon cycle for 6? We're still doing it.
I think this is the last one.
God, I hope so.
I think this is the best one. I think this is the coolest one.
Please.
This is
enlighten us.
Intet the Dreamer. He comes in at 506. I think he's the best one. I'm not even sure. If one's higher,
you know there's going to be more. You know it.
I really don't think so.
I think there is one higher, but I won't say what it is.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway, why don't we read the card that's right here in front of us?
I think he is there. Classic. When he attacks, and hits. You can pay 3 and do something. So this one, you exile a top card of your library. You can play without paying its mana cost.
Not very exciting. He does have weird muscles, though.
So you'll have paid 9 mana to
Cast a spell?
to cast a spell.
How much mana are you saving on that spell? What does that spell have to be?
But on the second one, then you spent
12 mana for 2 spells. That's your discount, baby. That's the sweetness. We're not going to keep talking about these 6/6s for 6. We're just happy to be done or almost done with them.
Zuzu, the Punisher.
Zozu?
Zuzo.
I think you might have dyslexia.
Zozu.
He is the lands don't matter commander. He's Ankh of Mishra. He deals 2 to anyone who plays a land. Anyone stupid enough to play one of those lands.
Also, he just like is a big jerk who lives in the mountains.
I love it.
And he has like these like weird ice spears that he uses that are like magical.
Those are his Punisher spears.
Yeah. Like, I do not understand the flavor of him dealing 2 damage to playing a land.
He's just a grumpy old man.
He like lives up on a mountain, and if people come to the mountain, he attacks them. So
Yeah, get off my land. That has land in it.
yeah, he's Gran Torino.
Right. He's very common land destruction general. I see a lot of land destruction because what do you want to do after your lands get destroyed? Play more lands.
Also, obviously, I call him a movie title. The guy's name is not Gran Torino in the movie.
I wouldn't know.
No, Gran Torino is just a car.
So what are you talking about?
The Gran Torino is the name of the movie.
Yeah.
But the character, I said he is Gran Torino,
Okay.
which would mean he's a car.
Well, if he was more closely related, he'd be Torino. But he's the Grand Torino.
No, he's the
one.
He's the Grand
He's Torino's father.
If you thought I wasn't putting this man at the top of the 20s, you were so...
No, I would have done the exact same thing. Gay pirate, anyone?
Ramirez Di Pietro.
He lies about his age. What?
He's a gay kid pirate.
Flamboyant pirate who likes to lie about his age. I don't understand.
I imagine he's like a 6...
Wait, how young is he?
I don't know.
Well, what did you were going to say? He's like a what?
I was going to say he's like 16, 17-year-old gay pirate.
Why is he lying about his age?
Because he's so young.
He's too young for the dating sites?
No, he's not too young for... He's lying about his age because he just pretends he's older.
For what purpose? Why would you lie
Or maybe
to
it's-
make yourself older?
At least he looks younger. He looks young in the art. Maybe he does the opposite. Maybe he's
Benjamin Button and he's like 90.
no. Maybe he's just like 30 and he just lies and says he's younger to get all the.
Oh, I'm 21.
Oh, I'm so 21. That's what the gay.
Forever
pirate-
21.
That's the gay.
That's where that store came from.
I like. Okay, even though this card is before Magic was inclusive at all, like it feels slightly inclusive, which makes me like it a lot more.
Not only is it one of the only pirates ever at that time, it's one of the only gay characters. That's really cool.
Yeah, I mean it's not.
They didn't say gay, but they didn't have to say it.
They just used the word flamboyant. Actually,
Show me one other Magic card that has flamboyant on it, okay?
somebody's going to now.
Honestly, there aren't even that many characters that are gay in Magic now.
No,
There's Chandra, maybe Nissa, Atomic, Ral, and Ramirez de Pietro.
no. Kinios and Tiro.
Kinios and Tiro. That's 6. That's enough, right?
Representation.
How many legends are there? Oh, 817, I think.
How many of them are gay? There's probably a couple more gay ones.
6, counting pairs.
Also, I didn't even know Rail Zarek was gay till the book came out.
I think that was established, and we were just late bloomers on that one.
That's fair. Maybe it was. I didn't know he was gay until the book came out.
Yes. How are you mad that you didn't know? Are you the Myojin of infinite rage at spot 503?
The idea that he has infinite rage is weird.
He never stops. He
just
can never
keeps-
satiate him. He's always mad.
He's always angry.
He's always playing Fortnite. He's just in his room. 10 mana, destroy all lands, in the command zone. What are you doing if you're playing this?
Sounds miserable. This is a 0 for fun.
What?
I give this card credit because being a 0 for fun
That,
and getting up this high on the list is pretty
well, the
impressive.
Myojin are super powerful.
Oh.
They're like really strong. The black one could planeswalk.
No, he can't planeswalk. He knows.
He knows of other planes.
He knows that other planes exist.
Pretty sure he can planeswalk.
He can't.
Pretty sure he's basically that strong.
He can't planeswalk.
Pretty sure somebody like stole the ability to planeswalk from him.
I think you're wrong about that.
We'll get to it later when we get to the black Myojin.
Yes.
But the red Myojin, also very strong, obviously destroys all lands. It's just
Yeah.
not fun at all.
Not even in the slightest.
And it's really expensive. This is going to get old really fast for your opponents. They're just going to see it and either kill you before you can play it, or hates you after you do it, or I mean, maybe everyone's fine with it. In which case, get yourself a better land destruction commander. This isn't even that good.
No, just don't play it.
No.
That's my suggestion.
Yes. Speaking of cards, no one's really going to play. Dragon Lord Kolaghan, 6/5 with haste, gives all your creatures haste. But I think people look down on it because it has a completely irrelevant second ability.
Oh.
Where they lose 10 life if they cast a duplicate spell. There aren't any of those, dummy. What are you doing, Kolaghan?
Kolaghan is so cool, though.
Kolaghan's such a cool character. There's another Kolaghan that redeems this one.
I just like Kolaghan.
This is the only bad Dragon Lord. All the other Dragon Lords are so cool in Commander, but this one's not.
No, because it has a wording of like...
And the anti-commander.
Super cool. He looks cool in the eye. He like the purple lightning on a dragon. How can you not make me like him?
The wings, the face, the storm. Ooh, I love it all.
Oh, I love Kolaghan. Absolutely love Kolaghan.
Now the final commander on this part of the list.
And it's sad that we have to end on such a sad note.
501.
We have 8.5 tails.
This is easily the commander with the most tails. Tell me I'm wrong.
Don't make me look this up.
Maybe Chulane Teller of Tails has more tails, but 8.5 tails is certainly an above average amount of tails. If you look, you can see his little shriveled up tail that I guess he counts as a half. You can counter spot removal for a bunch of mana. You can turn things white. This is like the white tribal deck. You said that he was the trash man a la Danny DeVito. That's how we're going to end, with the trash man, 8.5 tails. Offer him up to your patron of the Kitsune because he's poop. And we're done with this list now.
And the only reason this card did get up there was because his art is very good.
The art is very good. So would you like to sit up and finish this
No.
strong and talk about
poopy.
our 21 patrons who helped this video happen?
No.
And make this series
No.
awesome?
I am mad.
We love all of you, the maximum amount, without making you uncomfortable. Do you have anything else to say before we leave?
Yeah, I love our patrons. They're really great.
They put you back in a good mood?
No, because we have to end on stupid 8.5 tails. That makes me really sad.
All right, well, we're really sad, and we'll see you because we can't wait to keep going.
No,
this number 500.
This list is awesome.
This is so much fun to do. We're sorry we missed last week, and this came out on Saturday or maybe Sunday because we got real behind.
Yeah,
Putting out those pre-con videos took forever.
Yeah, we cranked out 4 videos last week. This is going to be our 5th one this week.
Yeah.
We just had to put in a lot more work into those.
It's 2 in the morning, and now we have to leave because now it's 3 in the morning. So we're going to peace out, Tribe Scout, and see you in the next video.
I'm still mad.